So let's talk about Double Bubble Bingo. They're making a couple of really bold claims, a no wagering promise and instant payouts. But are they for real? You know what? Let's dig in and find out.
You've probably been there, right? You see a free bonus, get all excited. Maybe you even win a little something, and then bam, you hit a wall. Suddenly your winnings are trapped, and you can't get your money out without spending a fortune. It's got to be one of the most frustrating things in online gaming.
And this is the villain of the story, the wagering requirement. It's always there, lurking in the fine print. You know, a 35x requirement means if you win a tenner, you have to bet 350 quid of your own money before that tenner is actually yours. It really feels like the system is designed to make you lose.
But what if a site just got rid of that completely? Well, that is the entire promise behind Double Bubble Bingo's no wagering secret. And honestly, it could change everything.
Okay, before we dive into the nitty-gritty, a little bit of context is useful. This site isn't some brand new startup that just appeared out of nowhere. It actually launched back in 2021 as the successor to the pretty well-known Heart Bingo. And it's backed by the gaming giant Game Sissies. So yeah, there's some serious industry muscle behind these promises. And here it is. This is the core promise in action. On a typical site, that £10 win is locked behind a massive wagering wall. But at Double Bubble Bingo, that same £10 is, well, it's just cash. It's yours. You can pull it out instantly. No strings attached, no hidden rules. That right there is the game changer.
This is the number you need to burn into your brain. 0. Zilch. Nada. That is how many times you have to wager your winnings from the welcome offer. It completely flips the script on how these games work.
So, how do you get in on this? It's actually super simple. You play £10 of your own cash, and that qualifies you. Then you get to choose your reward, either 50 free bingo tickets or 50 free spins. Now, the one thing you absolutely have to remember is to opt in before you make that first deposit. Seriously, don't forget that part. It's pretty much the only catch.
All right, so the welcome offer is definitely strong. But what happens after that? I mean, what's the long game? Well, this is where things get even more interesting, with a promise that lasts a whole lot longer than just a one-time bonus. Check out how simple this is. You deposit £10, just once. That's it, one time. And that single deposit unlocks daily free-to-play games. And I don't mean for a week or for a month. I mean forever.
And let's be really clear here. We're not talking about more bonus cash with a bunch of rules. The prizes you can win from these daily games are real, withdrawable money. Or you might win more free spins. And guess what? Any winnings from those spins are also wager-free. It's basically a free shot at a real prize every single day, just for being a member.
So, you've won some actual cash with zero wagering? Fantastic! But now for the next big hurdle, right? How long does it take to actually get that money from the site into your bank account? How about less than 4 hours? Yep, for most players, that is the maximum time it takes. It's an incredibly fast turnaround.
And look, this isn't just some vague promise they're making. It's actually possible because they support something called Visa Fast Funds. It's a technology that means a lot of withdrawals are literally done in just a few minutes. That kind of speed is, again, a genuine game changer.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. Zero wagering, free games for life, and lightning-fast payouts? This all sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? Every single platform has its trade-offs, so let's get real for a minute and take a balanced look at the potential downsides. So, what is the catch? Well, first, the slots. While having over 500 games is pretty solid, some of their competitors have thousands. So if you're a hardcore slot player looking for massive variety, this might feel a little limited. Second, the payment options are focused on the basics. Think debit cards and Apple Pay. You won't find a lot of niche e-wallets here. And finally, if you need help, support is handled through live chat and email only. There's just no option to pick up the phone and call someone. So we've seen the incredible pros and the, practical cons. Let's put it all together and figure out who Double Bubble Bingo is really for. When you lay it all out like this, the trade-off becomes crystal clear. The pros, zero wagering, instant payouts, and daily free games for life, are just huge. They directly solve some of the biggest frustrations players have. The cons really are all about choice, a more focused game library, fewer ways to pay, and no phone support. So here it is, the final verdict. For bingo players, it's an absolute resounding yes. That no wagering rule alone makes it a top-tier choice. For slot players, it's good. The games they have are high quality for sure. But if you're someone who needs thousands of titles, you might want more variety.
Which kind of leaves us with one last question. In a world full of complex bonuses and hidden rules, is the most powerful feature of all just